Right, we are attempting our very first live streaming right here with Mike on Ibiza with Mike, and yeah, something a little different for today. It is full season, very early for it to be full season, so we are full on and busy, and I'm just going to do a little test here. Let's see if anyone's actually in and watching. Is this working? Travis in. What's up, Travis? How you doing? Thanks for joining. And we're just waiting to see if YouTube is working at the same time. Let's have a little look here. And once we're up and running, we shall find out. Let's go to Lucky Live TV here. And let's see. We are live. Okay, fantastic. So, let's begin. A couple of different windows open here, doing the solo. Right, so before we begin, first of all, welcome to Ibiza with Mike. This week we're doing a very different episode. I'm going live to you from right here in Ibiza. I live about 200 meters from the airport runway, so we may get interrupted here and there with a bit of noise from the airplanes. There is a flight about every 2 minutes at the moment, so it is almost like a full season really. It's early mid-May already, but it feels like it is mid-August by now already, so things have been full on and fantastic already. Obviously everyone knows that for all the world we have been constricted with what we can do, travel-wise, party-wise, dancing-wise, entertainment-wise. So it is really, really great to finally have Ibiza back to, I wouldn't say normal, but way closer to what we are used to in terms of travel and entertainment and good times and how we like to enjoy the island. A lot of things have changed a lot since COVID. Obviously, for 2 years while we were during the COVID times, people had to book absolutely everything. You couldn't get in anywhere without being booked into somewhere. You also had to, everyone was sitting down. There was no dancing. There was no major socializing allowed. So, everything was a sat down kind of party. So big respect to everybody, the Ibiza lovers, the dancing lovers that came out and joined us for 2 years of sitting down. And big respect to the poor DJs whose DJ briefs were play music that makes people not want to dance. Because, sadly they did well at that. Some of them not so well. Some of them still made us, want to dance while we were sitting down and we couldn't dance. And that was just very frustrating. But I'm glad to have been through the times that we have and be where we are at the moment. So, it has just flicked over all of a sudden to just some kind of normality. And now and then I still drive past somebody that's wearing a mask in the car by themselves. And I'm like, oh yeah, we used to have to wear masks. That seems like a lifetime ago. I had to go to the hospital the other day to go and pop in to add an appointment. And I was like, oh, geez, I don't have a mask. And they were like, oh, you have to wear a mask to go into the hospital. I'm like, this seems like a lifetime ago already, although it was only just a few weeks ago. I got denied entry into a supermarket because I didn't have a mask. And now we're 5,000 people dancing like crazy at nightclubs and parties, and there's no such thing as masks anyway. So, fantastic. Let's not complain. Let's make the most of it, the absolute most of it. So for all of you that have missed out on Ibiza over the last couple of years, or for those of you that did come and just do the lower percentage version, should we say, I'm very, very happy to tell you that Ibiza is back. The parties are back on, the restaurants are open, the bars are open, the clubs are now all open as well, and it's in full force. And it's great. So DJ lineups have all been announced for the entire season, and what was it on the opening weekend? There must have been, on average, 20,000 people in different nightclubs per night. Everywhere's open. The only one we're waiting for is to see what happens with Privilege. There was some big rumors about what's going to happen with Privilege. So let's see. Eden, Esparadis, Amnesia, DC10, High, Ushuaia, Akasha, the new Las Dalias Club, Cova Santa. Has that opened yet? I haven't seen anything yet. Cafe Del Mar, Cafe Mambo. Cafe Del Mar, the big one, is still due to open. I was there just a couple of days ago, and they are just refurbing the top so that we can have a better sunset view. This is the sunset spot. So what I wanted to tell you guys about today, you lucky ladies and gents that have been joining me for the YouTube series over the last couple of weeks. We're 7 episodes in. I'd like to say thanks to everybody who has liked, subscribed, given some support, had a view, and also given some feedback. It's been really, really beneficial to hear what people think of the show and who's liking it and what you're liking about it. Most people have only been watching the shorter versions on social media, Instagram and Facebook and that. So when you do get a chance, do jump onto the YouTube channel, Lucky Life TV, right here where we're watching, and yeah, go and watch some of the long form content. There's some really deep and amazing stories about life in Ibiza and the kind of stories that haven't really been told. 101-year-old granny that I lived with on a farm for 18 months, who still farms the land by hand. She's now 103 this year. I'm going to be showing off some 5-star hotels and some real amazing memories of some of the best of the clubs and parties in Ibiza, working with Carl Cox, Armin van Buren, some of the top DJs, and then also doing other things like breathwork sessions and yoga and meditation, and really just the whole everything that is Ibiza and what it has to offer. So far this summer, I'm calling it summer and it's only 15th of May, but so far most of my work has been a bunch of film jobs. So I've been shooting for some of the openings of the bars and the restaurants and the clubs, which I'll go through in a bit and tell you a bit about what's been happening. And then I'm also arranging some holidays for people. And my work really varies, and a lot of people don't really know what is a concierge or what it is exactly that we do and that I do here in Ibiza. So I'm going to explain a little bit more so that those of you that are interested to know, you'll understand a bit better about what Lucky Life is and what it is that you can do with us. So I'm a filmmaker, and we've been producing films for the last 15 years here in Ibiza and in over 5 different continents around the world. With that, my focus is now on the YouTube series to really tell you true and authentic stories about life in Ibiza, my best and favorite, and also some of the most weird and wonderful ways for you to eat, sleep, rave, and retreat in Ibiza. Nice to see Lunafest joining us as well for the stream, and then obviously we run Lucky Life Music, the record label, and as you know, we produce house music and techno. So I'll be sharing some of that throughout the summer as well. We've got some new releases coming up. We took a break throughout COVID. We make music to dance to, and as dance floors were not allowed, we decided to stop releasing for a while. So we're just planning a new release schedule, as well as a series of events which we'll be hosting, celebrating 16 years of Lucky Life this year. So on the 16th of each month, starting on the 16th of June at Pikes, we will have a monthly event at a different location on the 16th of each month, with a couple of new releases coming out from the artists as well, which I'm very excited to get sharing with you all. And then on the other side, something which I've never promoted but done quietly over the last 10, 12 years here in Ibiza is what we call in Ibiza concierge. For me, it's more man on the ground, fixer, and I help people. Anything from a single person that's coming over to go and enjoy the holiday for themselves for a month to, a full group of 70, 80 people coming over for a wedding or a week's enjoyment on Ibiza. I've done charity events where people swim around the island. I've done major film shoots. I've worked with Alexander McQueen to do a major fashion shoot, and all sorts of different events and experiences. And what we do is I would work directly one-on-one with the clients or a group of clients to then help create absolutely everything that they want and need from the island. There are a lot of people that, contact me for recommendations, but I don't like to give just general recommendations, because if you contact me and say, hey Mike, I want to go partying tonight, where should I go? And I say, go to Carl Cox at DC10, which is now happening on Tuesdays, and you're not into DC10 and you're not into techno, you're not really going to have a good time, and I would have given you a shit recommendation. On the other hand, if I say, go to David Guetta, it's the most famous night, go to David Guetta on Friday at Ushuaia, and, it's at High this year, and you go to that, then you're not into David Guetta, you're going to be like, he gave me a shit recommendation. So how I work is one-on-one with clients. I normally do a consultation with each person that comes in. Barry, what's up, brother? So I do a consultation with people that are coming in to Ibiza, and I have at least a 1-hour phone call with them just to get to know my clients better, what it is that they're looking to do, what their spend level is as well, because people say, I want to go boating. Okay, cool. Do you want to go on a little like putt brrr for 300, 400 euros in a day? Or do you want to go on like a Sunseeker for, a couple of grand in a day? Or do you want like a super yacht, and those range up to like 25,000 for a day? So the experiences are all there, and you can have a boating experience for that range of pricing from 300 up to 30,000 for the same kind of experience in a day. You can go clubbing, and you can get, massage and restaurants, and go kayaking and stand-up paddle and all these different experiences. But I really need to know who you are, what it is that you like, what your budget is, and what your unique preferences are and everything as well. So that's how I normally work. At the moment, I'm currently arranging a holiday for a single person who's coming out for a month on her own, and I'm arranging her accommodation and her bicycle and her day-to-day shopping and all of that sort of stuff. And then I'm also working with a group of 35 people that are coming out for like a wedding. It's kind of like a wedding. It's a wedding renewals, vow renewals. And so I'm arranging everything from their transport to clubbing and a boat cruise where we've rented a boat specially for them, catering on the boats and sound systems and everything that could be needed for the whole group. So it really does range in terms of the client that calls and how much time we spend with them. So if you are coming out to Ibiza and you're looking for a bit of one-to-one personalized help and assistance, then do give me a call. This is what I do, and this is what I love to do, because as Sick Boy said in Trainspotting, if you remembered, your leisure is my pleasure. And it truly is. There's nothing that makes me happier than seeing my friends and my clients come over to Ibiza and have a fantastic time, and just, being a part of that fantastic time. Hi, Augustin, over in St. Gilgan. Different people joining in from around the world, so thanks for popping in. And so, so that's what we do, creating experiences, bringing the music, the soundtrack to your events as well, and capturing the very best of what happens there too. So we don't fit in a box. We're a very unique brand, and the services that I offer are very widespread. So if you are coming to the island and looking for some assistance and some guidance and some recommendations, do get in touch. We'll have a bit of a conversation and see about what your sort of requirements are, and then we'll have a proper consultation and get to know each other better. And from there, we'll see how best we can work together, creating your one-of-a-kind, unforgettable Ibiza experience. So far, I've got to tell you what's been going on in the island, okay? Because I have been all over the place. If you're following my social medias or the YouTube, I'm putting a lot more content out at the moment and really focusing on these short little, the shorts on YouTube and the reels on Instagram, so that I can try and just show you a whole bunch of stuff in a very short amount of time. And then when you've got the time, kicking back on a Sunday afternoon, you can watch the long form content on the YouTube series. So food-wise, what I got to tell you is Casa Colonial. It's an amazing restaurant on the road up to Santa Eulalia, and I got a phone call the day before to go and shoot it. And I turned up thinking I was just shooting a nice restaurant opening with maybe 4 or 5, 40 or 50 people there for a restaurant. But it turned out to be like a one-day festival, about 2,000 people all together, coming together for a really, really, really beautiful event and a shared experience, which is amazing. They had live performers and about 6 or 7 different food stalls, and then about 6 or 7 different dessert stalls, which I trialed every one of. And they are a top quality restaurant. So take a look at Casa Colonial. They're definitely up there as one of my favorite venues to go and eat at and to go and enjoy an outdoor nighttime experience. Got some battery issues here. 1 second. You are plugged in, but you're not charging. Why is that not charging? And after that, there is something that I'm working on with, I'm sure if you've followed my social medias over the years, you have all gotten to see Tess from Love Food Ibiza. And I'm working on something with her, which is, it's really cool. So she makes these magical things called love balls, which are high energy, beautiful, organically made, naturally made with products from Ibiza, sweet little chocolate love balls. And she also makes kombucha, and unfortunately she's away in July in June when there's a major private client that she's looking after, and she was due to do a full presentation for them. So I'm going to be stepping in for Tess and presenting as the Love Food Ibiza man. and helping out Tess with that. So that's really cool. I'm looking forward to learning a lot more with Tess once again, and being able to share her wonderful love for food. So I'm hoping to be able to film some of that as well, to be able to share some of that out. I'm booked to my clients in for a place called Layla, which is near Pasha, and it's a beautiful indoor and outdoor restaurant. And I will be reporting back on the food from that in about 2 weeks' time once my clients have been there. So I look forward to sharing that with you too. As far as the sleep goes, on Thursday, Wednesday, I got to go and check out, for those in the high end that are looking for like super villas, I got to go with my friend Alexia Grace. She was hosting opening a show house for a place in Escobels, and it is amazing. A really, really, really beautiful, incredible villa. I think it was a 4-bedroom with a beautiful infinity pool, nice big deck out the front of it, and it's just an amazing expansive view over the ocean, over the sea, and with just a little tip of Esvedra off the end as well. Really, really beautiful, right near Estorrent. So if you're looking for the high-end luxury incredible villas, do give me a shout. On the other side, for those of you that are looking for the budget accommodation, trying to get in here for as cheap as possible because things have gotten ridiculously expensive this year, some friends of mine have just come over and managed to find some really, really good price accommodation, €50 a night in Escanard. The villa would probably be about 10,000 a night. So we're looking at the different price ranges of Ibiza is just incredible, and my client range is across the board as well. So I've always got to know, all different options and areas. And as with the prices are going up, there's something really interesting for anyone that wants to come out here and work in Ibiza. If you can find yourself a place to stay, or you are happy to sleep in a tent, then I'll tell you what, there are so many jobs available for you, because everyone that I speak to that owns the bars and the restaurants and the hotels, they are so short on staff because a lot of people can't afford to stay here at the moment. The workers that would normally come in from mainland or obviously the UK is heavily limited at the moment because of what's happened with Brexit and the COVID regulations. But for a lot of people that would normally come in from all around Europe and South America, they are highly limited on accommodation options because it has just gotten really, really expensive in terms of your actual long-term rentals here. So what that means is bars, restaurants, hotels are really short-staffed at the moment and looking for good quality staff. So if you'd like to try a season in Ibiza, try to live a summer in Ibiza, then now is definitely your time. You just got to come over in your camper van or, sleep in a tent. Let's pitch in together and go and find a nice big share house. So that's a really interesting one for anyone that wants to come over and work here. As for the world of the rave, obviously all the clubs are open, as I've said, but to be honest, I have not had the time or the energy to get over to any of the nightclubs. I will get there, but for the start of the season, I thought I'd start a little bit softer with some of the beach clubs and more outdoor experiences. And as much as I do love the big ones, the big major nightclubs, the videos that I have seen so far from all of them, they are all so full. They are jam-packed, like full. So when I go out dancing, I like to do exactly that. I want to go out dancing. And when I see how full DC10 was at the opening, I'm just like, oh my God, that's not even dancing. You're like, hardly shuffling. Great club, great venue, great music, great DJs, but I want to dance. So where I've gotten to have a dance and a nice bit of socializing is I went to Tannet's Beach Club. That had a really, really amazing opening with the Melon Bomb crew. If you're on my socials, you would have seen the little reel that I did from that one. It's just great to see so many people that's in such a short space of time and all out on the beach in the open air and the sunshine. Also, I shot the Ibiza Music Summit, International Music Summit, and that one followed with its annual party that hasn't been able to happen the last 2 years, obviously. That was over in IMS at the Delt Villa. I'm sure if you've seen on my socials, you saw one of the reels on that. But do pop across to the YouTube, Lucky Life TV, to go and see the full version of it, because it was just an incredible party up in the World Heritage Site of Delt Villa. And that was very special, very special. One of the DJs, I won't say who, played a very strange set. I was in the back with the Global Radio guys, and we were just like, what is this? a little bit weird, isn't it? So the rest of it was amazing, but one of them was a very strange and unexpected set. Also, my friend Vito that runs the Ethereal Party, they've managed to keep themselves going throughout the whole COVID experience, and I'm very proud of them for what they did, as they just kept on doing their parties at Las Dalias and Nagai. Even if it was a sit-down event, they had a really good turnout and a lot of support from the island. So now that we're back to full experiences, I went to the Ethereal summer opening, should we call it, at Las Dalias a couple of weeks ago, and that was really, really amazing. So big ups to you, Vito, and all the Ethereal and Las Dalias crew. It's always a pleasure to be there, dancing, enjoying, celebrating, and capturing content with you guys too. And then obviously Pikes, we love it. And I went recently for my friend Back to Mine. They did, Dan Prince did a fantastic party, which I managed to get a couple of highlight clips from. And that was Eats Everything for the Back to Mine series. Eats Everything playing a freaking, funk and disco set pretty much. And we did get onto the bigger stuff afterwards, but it was amazing. And great to see Pikes back in full force, and not just people sitting around drinking and wanting to do more, and everyone could actually dance and have a full-on night in Freddy's. So it was fantastic. There were even people out playing the piano in the back room, and it was just like, yes, we're back. Which I'm very excited about, especially because we will be doing the beginning of our 16-year celebration with our party at Pikes on the 16th of June. So if you are in the island, do get in touch and come and join us for that celebration. Very much looking forward to starting our year's celebrations with our first party at Pikes. This weekend, the obvious, which everyone will be going to, except for me, is Black Coffee at High. So it's the starter for him. There's Ants at Ushuaia today, followed by Black Coffee at Ushuaia. Oscar winner, what a legend. Oscar Grammy winner. And proud of Black Coffee for that. Big ups to him, big ups to the South African music scene. And watch the space. A lot more to come from South Africa, for sure. And also this afternoon I'm going over to the Beach Star. If you haven't been there yet, it's just over in... Wait for it, aeroplane. Are they lucky or are they unlucky? They're arriving. They are lucky. There's a Beach Star hotel over in San Antonio, Cala de Boa area. They've got a really, really, really nice pool bar. And I'm shooting out... That's a really horrible sound. Sorry about that. I'm going over there to go and shoot the man from the Promised Land. I'm sure you remember Promised Land Radio. Sorry, not Promised Land Radio, from Passion FM, who runs the Promised Land parties. My good friend Kiri. I'm shooting a private event for him, which I'm really looking forward to. And also I finally get to check out the new club that the Beach Star has opened up. So the Beach Star, it's got a new club just underneath, and I believe it's called Ad. You know, like when you go out and then you go Ad. Yeah, so this is when you go Ad. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that new club tonight. And then tomorrow, my friends at Void are showcasing all their new sound systems. That's an event today and tomorrow, but I'll be popping in tomorrow to go and see that. So we get to see what the latest from the Void sound system crew, and then followed by a secret DJ that is unannounced playing at Pikes on Sunday night. So full-on weekend, full. And then other news in the rave world, which is actually in my film and photography world. But this week I did a photo shoot for Tom Zita. He's a really amazing DJ and producer that's just moved out here from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam. Well, from the Netherlands. He wasn't living in Amsterdam. He's out in Amsterdam right now, actually playing at a day festival today. But I met him through the Soundgarden crew, and I've just done a really beautiful photo shoot with him at Sakaleta. And so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you all as soon as he starts to release the photos. And as for the retreat world, I'm very excited to say that next Tuesday I'm going to go and see a villa, which is going to be hopefully going to be the villa for the next Eat, Sleep, Rave retreat. It was already confirmed for Eat, Sleep, Rave Retreat 2020, but we all know what happened with that year. The day after I announced the dates for the 2020 Eat, Sleep, Rave Retreats, the day afterwards there was an announcement that we would be going into a lockdown, so I had to pull back on all the plans. I decided not to take Eat, Sleep, Rave Retreat onto a an online sort of retreat experience. I thought I'd wait until we can come together and really share the experience together. So that's coming up soon. I will let you know after I have been to see the villa on Tuesday if it's the one. It's changed hands, it's changed ownership, so we've got to just make sure we can make a good deal with the current owners and agents. And I look forward to being able to release that with you soon, because I want to get back to eating, sleeping, raving, and retreating with all of you. So if you are coming over to Ibiza, or you're thinking of coming over to Ibiza and you want some advice, some ideas, some pricing, some options, then do get in touch with me, and I'll happily have a chat with you and just see what your plans are, how many people you're looking at coming out with, what sort of dates you're looking at, what's your number one requirements and things that you want to do. And also I need to get an idea on your budget and spend level, and so I can then easily just recommend the best things and the right things for you. Help you find the right property, get you drivers and transport. Car rentals are going through the roof, by the way. We're currently paying in May what we would normally pay in August. So maybe just buy a car for the time that you're here and then sell it when you leave. Might be better off. And how I normally work with the concierge is I'll have a chat with you on Facebook chat or WhatsApp or whatever, just to see if it is something that we'd like to go forward with, and then we'll have a consultation call. I do charge a fee for the consultation call, and off the back of that consultation I do then give you an itinerary and a list of options of things that you can do, and then it's up to you from there if you then want to book that itinerary yourself, or if you'd like me to work as your man on the ground and help arrange absolutely everything for you. And then I'm your man on the ground, man on the phone, and you can call me and help arrange whatever it is that you need while you're here in Ibiza. Anyways, so that is the first live Ibiza with Mike. Just wanted to fill you in a bit about what's been going on in the island over the last little while, and on what's coming up as well. I am going to have some more long form episodes coming out. A really nice hotel that I'm going to show you. There's a breathwork session that I captured last year that I can't wait to be showing you and telling you all about. Those of you that don't know about breathwork, it's a really, really powerful transformational experience, really. I've got a mega super yacht that I got to go on last year that I managed to capture some content on, and I've got the history of the world's best club that we all miss so much to tell you a story on as well, and a couple of other things still coming. So lots and lots and lots of hours of editing ahead to get that all ready for you. But anyways, I hope you're enjoying Ibiza with Mike on the YouTube series and enjoying the short form content that I'm putting out everywhere. And so if you are coming out to Ibiza, give me a shout at Mike Perry Ibiza, or just right here on Lucky Life Ibiza, and I'll be in touch. Until the next time, big loves to you all from right here in Ibiza. Love you lots, and I look forward to seeing you soon for some Ibiza celebrations. Lots of love. Thanks for signing in. Ciao, everybody. Not too sure how we stop this. And we're gonna stop soon. Exit.